Hey everyone, welcome back to Nails by Sora. I hope you're doing well. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. If you are not subscribed, I invite you to do so, and I would hope that you give me a like on this video if you do in fact like it. And if you are a subscriber, thank you. And thank you for coming back. I have a gnat flying around my face and I can't get rid of it. But this video is going to be a little something different. If you've seen the video, I will, a couple of weeks ago, I posted a video where I showed you how I made a ring for my sister out of resin. Resin gel is basically the same thing. It's resin, it solidifies under UV light, but it's been used for decades, if not longer, to create jewelry, to create display pieces. It's been used in the nail world for decorative nail art, and I posted that video and this is not the ring, this is the first ring I did actually. The only reason why I don't wear it is because it doesn't fit my finger because I didn't measure properly, but I digress. I absolutely fell in love with creating this style of nail art / jewelry art. I've done some on nails and I've done some just as jewelry. And surprisingly enough, that video has gotten more views than any of my nail videos of late, which is surprising, a little disappointing, but not really disappointing, just surprising. But it's led me to the conclusion that I should do more videos with that content. And I've been thinking about opening up my own Etsy shop where I create and sell jewelry. I haven't done that yet because I don't have enough pieces to post for sale, but also I haven't really done jewelry per se outside of I think 4 rings now that I've done for my mom, my sister, and myself. But I did go and buy, Amazon was having a sale on epoxy resin, so I got this 2-pack of epoxy. It came with, I'm more familiar with this in the culinary industry, these are bowl scrapers, but I guess they can be used to level off the epoxy if you're setting it in something that needs to be scraped. These are, popsicle sticks, or they're tongue depressors, I guess, if you use them in the doctor's office. And it also came with beakers and gloves. I'm not sure how you would clean out the beaker though. I have to look up how you would use the beaker and then be able to clean it afterwards. I assume an acetone solution or just soap. I'll see if just soap and water works, I'm not sure. But then I also picked up the molds so that I can create pendants and jewelry and maybe Christmas ornaments for when the holidays come. They are orbs, or they're supposed to be orbs, completely round. I will have to look up the listing because they were supposed to be spheres, not hemispheres. And then I also got these came with earrings and jump rings if you want to attach it as a pendant or if you want to make earrings. And these are great earring stoppers for the back of your lobes. And then these are just different forms for different shapes that you want to create. And it has the cutout for the hole so that you can attach the jump ring or the earring. Got some squares, and this would be great also. Oh, I can do connected ones. Idea. Same with this. If I reverse this and had it pointing down, I could connect the jump ring between the two. So these will be a lot of fun to play with. So these are geometric shapes. And then you've got some hexagons and rectangles and hemispheres, kind of ovals, teardrops, and more circles. So I figured this video I would just play around and you can watch me work. I'm not really going to narrate. I'm just going to see what I can come up with. And I guess I will have to use the beakers and then figure out how to clean it after the fact. So stick around, I hope you do, and see what I get up to. An unintentional rhyme. And I will see you when I'm all set up. Actually, I'm going to jump right back in because I do have this resin craft that I got from Michaels, and it comes with a nozzle so that you can just pipe it. And I may just end up refilling this jar with what's in the jugs that I got so that I don't have to worry about the beakers. I can just squeeze out what I need without any muss or fuss. Hey y'all, this is Editing Stephanie, and I felt I needed to pop in here to explain what I was doing. So when I pulled the pieces out of the mold, there was still some sticky residue on either side. I'm assuming I just didn't cure it long enough, so it was uncured gel. I then sprayed it with some alcohol to clean it, and then I filed down some rough edges because the heat of the lamp made, I'm assuming because the pieces are relatively thin, that the heat from the lamp made them bend slightly, so they cured curved. So I wanted to kind of get rid of the rough edge, but I didn't want it to have the appearance of being rough and filed. So I decided to take my Madam Glam top coat to put another shiny coating on top of it. It didn't really work as I'd hoped it would. I've done this before with the rings that I've made, and it hasn't been an issue. But in watching other resin jewelry videos over the past 24 hours, I realized in hindsight I could have just used the resin with an application brush and brush it over top, and it probably would have leveled out and been more shiny in the end. But this is my first video. Well, it's not just my first video, it's my first time creating molded resin jewelry. So it's a learning experience, and I'm just going to push on. What I will say is that I did learn that you can cause severe respiratory distress from breathing in the fumes from the resin. Now, resin doesn't have any odor, so you wouldn't know that there is a possibility of having an issue. And I wouldn't have known if I hadn't seen this video of a woman that spent 3 years sick and trying to recover from resin toxicity and breathing problems and just general health decline. So if you do resin jewelry, if you're thinking about getting into resin jewelry or any kind of resin artwork, buy a respirator. I have one on the way, and I'm not going to be touching it until I get the respirator. Work in a room that has good air filtration, either an open window or an air purifier, which thankfully I have both, or do your work outside. But do not work in a closed off space without air filtration, and definitely wear a mask. So I'm realizing in hindsight that if I connect these like I had intended, well, first of all, they won't, because the holes are too far. The jump ring is not large enough to be able to do so. But also, there won't be a hole to attach the earring to. So I think it would have to be a single piece. It was a good idea, I thought. Oh no, I don't the earrings. All right, so here is the first earring. Let's see if I can make another one to match. Now it is a little streaky because I put top coat on top of it. What happened was in the lamp, because the resin was on the thinner side, it curved. And I mean, it's bendy. It's not gonna break, but it does bend. But because I wanted to file some edges smooth, and I did unfortunately get an air bubble, I wanted to then go and put top coat on top of it. I think what I'll end up doing with the next one, because I don't really mind the beveled look, I don't know if you can see it on the corners, I might just file the back side a little bit to soften the edges, but I'm not going to touch the underside. I'm going to leave the shine as it comes out of the lamp. So let's go and make the second one the same way that we made the first one. All right, so apparently the underside of this one wasn't cured 100%. So what I'm going to do, and I don't know if this will work, so I'm putting some primer on the top to create a sticky layer. And then I'm going to try going over it with some more gel top coat. All right, so these are the pieces we have. The 2 earrings for fall, little floral and butterfly pendant, and this little gem pendant. Now this one I'm not sure how it's going to lay. I think I would need to squeeze this a little tighter so it wouldn't flop around and turn. But I'll have to get chains and cording to see how it works. But I had a lot of fun making these. I think this one's my favorite. The only thing I'm a little disappointed in is that the surface is coming out really mottled. It's shrinking as it's curing, pulling away from the mold, and I'm not getting the flush surfaces that I should be getting. So I don't know if there's a way to correct that. I'll have to see if there's any tips or tools online for other people that have made jewelry pieces. But I'd say A for effort for my very first time. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me some feedback. Let me know if you have any tips or tricks on how to create smooth surfaces on resin jewelry. If you like this video, please give me a like and hit that subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell so that you'll always know when new videos are available, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.